Everyone thinks a 12k BTU portable AC is a cure-all for summer heat, but here's the thing, that 12k number isn't what cools your room because the real-world SACC is usually much lower. And with the Frigidaire 12k BTU Portable AC, that gap matters. During my 2-week heat wave test, I learned the hard way that installation and room size can make or break your results. But here's where it gets interesting. Once you understand how to set this unit up right, it punches above what most people actually experience. I measured noise, energy draw, and cooldown times so you don't have to guess. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already leaning toward the Frigidaire 12k BTU Portable AC, I've got a link below to the best current price. But stick around, a couple of simple setup tweaks turned this from average to impressive. Here's the setup. My upstairs office is 350 square feet with a west-facing window that bakes in the afternoon. Landlord won't allow a window unit, so a portable is the only way. Last summer, a bargain brand single hose barely took the edge off and sounded like a jet. I went into this Frigidaire test skeptical. 12k BTU on the box, likely around 6,500–7,000 SACC depending on the specific variant. I needed it to hold 74 degrees in late-day sun without turning the room into a wind tunnel. I also wanted sleep-friendly noise for occasional guest room duty, and after wasting money once, I wasn't going to let marketing copy be the boss. I wanted numbers, not vibes. Test 1, the cooldown sprint. Starting temp 88 degrees F, humidity 60%, door closed, blinds down, window kit sealed, exhaust runs slightly elevated to reduce kinks. At 3 feet, I measured 58 dB on high, about 54 dB on low, phone-based meter. Power draw settled between roughly 980 and 1150 watts with compressor on. In 30 minutes, the room hit 78 degrees F. In 55 minutes, it landed at 74 degrees F. Respectable for 350 square feet, but then I cracked the door to simulate an open floor plan. The temp drifted up to 76–77 degrees F and the unit basically fought a losing battle. That's the single hose tax. It creates negative pressure and pulls warm air in from other areas. Test 2, nighttime comfort. I moved it to a 200 square foot bedroom, ran sleep mode and dimmed the panel. On low, measured 52 dB at 10 feet. The fan is a smooth whoosh. The compressor has a noticeable thump when cycling, but it's not piercing. It held 72 degrees F all night with a medium fan setting, but here's the catch. On eco mode, the compressor cycled more and the starts were more disruptive. I got better sleep letting it run steady on low or medium rather than chasing energy savings. Test 3, humidity removal. I ran dehumidify mode on a muggy day that spiked 70% RH. Over 3 hours, the Frigidaire dropped the room to 50% RH and ran auto evaporation as expected. After about 5 hours in these conditions, I did need to drain a bit of condensate using the rear port. In normal cooling, I rarely had to drain at all. If you live in a coastal climate or basements with higher humidity, plan on occasional draining or use a gravity drain hose. Test 4, worst case heat. Outside peaked at 95 degrees F, solar gain in full effect. The Frigidaire held the office at 76–77 degrees F on high fan. I added a thermal sleeve to the exhaust hose and sealed tiny gaps in the window kit with foam. That shaved about 1–2 degrees F off the steady state temp. But then I tried a negative pressure demo. A stick of incense near the door frame showed smoke being pulled into the room. That's the single hose disadvantage in action, and it explains why open doorways erode your results. Usability and build. Setup took 15 minutes. The window kit fits standard sliders. You may want extra foam for a perfect seal. The unit rolls easily, the remote is straightforward, and the timer works. Cord length is typical. No unusual rattles or cheap plastic noises, and the filter pulls out easily for rinsing. It's not whisper quiet, but for a portable AC, it's decently mannered. Here's the big reveal. The number on the box isn't your destiny, the seal is. My most surprising discovery was how much performance depends on minimizing infiltration. After I sealed the window panel properly, insulated the hose, blocked light leaks with blackout curtains, and kept the door shut, the Frigidaire cooled my 350 square foot office from 86 degrees F to 72 degrees F in about 75 minutes, and then held it with fewer compressor cycles. Before sealing, it stalled at 74–75 degrees F and ran harder. I spent real time on this 2 full weeks, multiple rooms, different humidity levels, and the pattern was consistent. Compared to expectations, the Frigidaire was stronger than budget single-hose units I've used, but it won't beat a good dual-hose or inverter design in large or open spaces. Versus something like the BTU Duo or a winter dual-hose, those will cool faster and maintain temps better across doorways, often while being quieter, but they also cost more and can be bulkier. The too good to be true factor is the 12k BTU label. In portable ACs, SACC is the reality check. For rooms up to about 300–400 square feet, properly sealed, the Frigidaire delivers. If you expect it to tame an open-concept living room, you'll be disappointed. Now that you know sealing and realistic room sizing are the real unlocks, you'll want to snag this before the next heat wave empties inventory. I've linked the best current price and any active coupons in the description. If you do grab it, add a cheap hose sleeve and foam kit, huge difference. Bottom line, the Frigidaire 12k BTU Portable AC is a solid, dependable single-hose workhorse for bedrooms, home offices, and dens up to roughly 350 square feet, especially if you can seal your window kit and keep doors closed. If you need near-silent operation or you're cooling a big open area, look at a dual-hose or inverter portable instead. For renters and anyone who needs easy install, this hits that sweet spot of cooling power, sane noise, and simple setup. The real verdict: it's only as good as your install. Do it right, and it just works.